Somebody is still feeling low because of what they've been through, what they've experienced. Somebody is still feeling low because of what the enemy told you about what you were going through. Somebody is still feeling low because they feel like they still look like what they used to. Somebody is still low because they don't feel the change that God is claiming has taken place over their life. God is saying you were a champion the whole time. I just keep feeling rags in my spirit. God says you were a champion the whole time. You were a champion when everybody around you doubted you. You were a champion even when you doubted yourself. God says he was your cheerleader even when you doubted yourself. God says he was your cheerleader even when you wanted to give up. God is saying you have always been a champion. You have always been a winner. I remember about 10 years ago, around that time, I didn't realize that I was even having a vision. But God would show this finish line, like the black and white checkerboard banner that you see like after a marathon. I would see the banner and it'll be 1,000 feet in front of me. Then I would have that same vision again and that banner would be 800 feet close to me. Then I'll have that vision again and it'll be 500 feet from me. All the way up until I was standing under that banner. I hadn't had a vision like that in years. I hadn't seen that in years. And God brought it back to me. I seen myself at the end of the race. I seen myself running and I heard God say to look back. And I looked back and that banner was long gone. I could barely see it. And I bent over because I was tired, because I was out of breath, I was weary. And I raised back up and I wiped my sweat and I felt peace. I felt like I hadn't ran at all. I felt like I hadn't fought at all. Just like that, it was over. Just like that, I went from running to basking in the presence of the Lord. God is saying you were a champion the whole time. You were a champion the whole time. When they talked about you, you were a champion. God says you were a champion in my eyes. You were always the winner in my eyes. You were always first place in my eyes. God is saying that for a lot of you, if this is your word, this is not for everybody. This is not for everybody. But God says if this is your word, you about to go from lack to abundance. Last night, God said penny pinching, coin scraping. Woo. Woo. I'm talking about to abundance. I'm talking about to absolutely no financial worry, no financial concern. And it's not even about the money. I'm talking about no financial concern. God is using you to establish his kingdom. And I hear him right now. I know that it looked ugly for a minute. But in a second, in a second, your healing shall surely spring forth. You were a champion the whole time.